big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. I know you probably are tired. I just said probably twice in the manner of two words in a sentence, but that's beside the point. So I've been starting things and trying and doing my best to finish them. I've mentioned House of the Dragon. I mentioned Modern Family. I mentioned Nature of Middle Earth. I've mentioned movies that I've watched or attempted to watch. So here's the thing. I'm gonna mention two things right now, or talk about two things that I just started yesterday. Now that was after I'd filmed the vlog from yesterday. I've watched 2 or 3 more films yesterday. I did a load of laundry yesterday, which I talked about yesterday. And I started reading the Maze Cutter book, which means that at the point that I've gotten to, we're pretty close to about the halfway point of the book. I'm at page 62 when I film this. By the time I get to the time this vlog goes up, maybe I'll have finished it because it's only 250 pages, and we're like I said, we're on page 61, which is just about the halfway point, or pretty close to the halfway point. We got to get to 125 before I'm at the halfway point. Anyways, the point is, I started the book last night, and I'm pretty dang close to finishing it. Now, there's a movie that I started watching yesterday, which is called Monkey Man. I'm about 20 or 30 minutes into that movie, and it's a 2-minute film. It's about this guy. I'm not going to do anything. I might do a whole review on it. Talk about read the plot of the film, and then maybe give you my grade and my input. Same thing with the Maze Cutter, which takes place 73 years after Thomas and Newt and Teresa and all of those individuals that were part of the Maze Runner series died. And it's a whole new group of individuals that are happening. There's a guy named Isaac. There's a girl named Alexandria. There's a person named Minho. Even though Minho was in the original books, there's just a bunch of other characters that are involved in this new book. And I'm not sure if they're going to make this into a film because, there's been a lot of things that have gone through history. Like, Game of Thrones is 172 years after House of the Dragon. And then there's other books that are part of it that are different from the originals. Even though, like I said, House of the Dragon is 172 years before Game of Thrones, and Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow, also known as Aegon Targaryen, and you got Ned Stark and Joffrey Baratheon, but it's not really Joffrey Baratheon; it's Joffrey Lannister. Because you got Jaime Lannister, and you've got Cersei Lannister, and you've got Robb Stark, and Sansa Stark, and Arya Stark. Just a bunch of characters that are, 172 years after, House of the Dragon, with Rhaenyra and Viserys Targaryen, and Corlys Velaryon, and Rhaenys Targaryen, who marries Corlys Velaryon, and they have 4 or 5 kids together, and just a bunch of names. I'm just listing things off right now, but the point is that my goal today is to finish watching Monkey Man, and then finish reading the book, and maybe move it back into War and Peace today. So I want to finish. I definitely want to finish 2 things one movie and 1 book today, because the book isn't that long. Like I said, it's only 250 pages, and I'm at 61 right now. But by the time this vlog goes up, I'll probably be like 125, maybe even 250, and finish the book. But yeah, that's what the plan is for today. And today's the 14th day of July, so that means we're at the halfway point of July. Which brings me to a point that July is almost halfway over. Which means we'll be in August before we realize it. Then we'll be in September. The trip will have come and gone. We'll be starting to plan things for Christmas, or at least I will be. And this month has flown by. I mean, like I said, we're on July 14th already, which means that tomorrow's July 15th, then we got July 16th, and then once we get to July 16th and we're about halfway through the month, July will be over within 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Then we move into the monthly tasks. We have 2 more weekly tasks from July 15th to July 22nd, and then from July 22nd to July 29th. And then from July 29th up until August 31st, or no, yeah, maybe from July, I don't know how we're going to do it just yet. Maybe we won't do anything for, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out once we get to July 29th, because July 29th, maybe we'll do it from July 29th to August 31st. We'll do a whole month, even though it's more than a month. But because I don't want to have to do a weekly task from July 29th to August 5th, and then just do a month from there. So that's all I wanted to discuss. I know I rambled on about like 20 different things, and I apologize. But yeah, so I want you guys from now on in the comments to use my first name. Don't use my last name. Use my first name and my first name only. That is the only thing I have that I want you guys to understand, is that I would like you to use my first name instead of using my last name. So with that being said, we've got a couple of birthdays to wish today. I want to wish Erica Prevost a happy birthday and Sarah Canning a happy birthday today. And we don't have any birthdays until the 16th. I believe is the next time we have birthdays. Yes, the 16th. So we don't have any more birthdays until Tuesday. And then tomorrow the plan is to go see Fly Me to the Moon. And then Saturday the plan is, we'll get more into that on Monday's weekly tasks recap and stuff like that. And then on Saturday I'm hoping to go see the new Twisters movie that's opening on Friday. And then we've got Deadpool and Wolverine next Friday. And then there's a bunch of other movies from here until the end of summer that I'm looking forward to going and seeing as well. There's like 4 movies next month. No, maybe more than 4 movies next month that I really want to go see. Like there's Borderlands, there's Trapped, there's Ends With Us, there's a bunch of other ones. There's Cuckoo. And just a bunch of other films. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog, and bye-bye.